Show now. Let's say hello live. Should be there. Hopefully this is all going okay. It's Mr. Dan Olsen. Hello.
Hi, good morning, Lewis. How you doing, mate?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
So, thank you for joining us on the show. It's amazing to have you on here. I sent you a single last night.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely loving
you for
it.
listening. I'm so glad to hear that.
So, is it released now? Is it available for people to buy right now?
Yeah, it was released, I would say, 3 to 4 weeks ago.
And have you had a good response so far?
It's been really, really good. I'm like what they call an independent artist, so the spread maybe isn't huge just as of now, but my fans are loving it up, so that's really good. And a lot of radio stations have played it around the world, so it's the response has been very good.
And I know before focusing on music, that wasn't actually your original plan for a career, because you had a very successful football career prior to that, didn't you? From what I was
doing a little bit of research. I was playing a bit of football, and it was going in the right direction, I think. But then, you get carried away doing other stuff, and so universities all of a sudden became a priority. And while I was at university, all of a sudden music became a priority. And then I just decided I have to go with one thing. You can't just, dabble in all things.
Did it take you long to get the confidence to kind of go from working on football to suddenly embarking on a new chapter in your life and working on music? Because it's a big step to suddenly go from that to something completely different.
Yeah, it was a bit unexpected how it came about for me, because I finished my third year of my degree in Australia, so up in Queensland on the East Coast. And while I was there, I started just gigging for fun in the weekends. And because I didn't know anyone there, I didn't have I didn't have this footballer image or anything because no one knew me there. I felt I had nothing to lose. So I was like, let's just give it a go. And I was loving it. And then I started writing my own songs over there as well. And again, that helped me so much because I didn't have anyone around me there who knew me as a footballer or anything else. And just surround myself with musicians and good people. And that gave me the confidence, I think, to just give it a go.
And the music scene in particular is very competitive. And I know you just said about being an independent artist there. Have you ever been tempted to go on a show like The X Factor or The Voice to get that publicity and to get your name out there? Or do you like the whole process of working your way up and experiencing, all the highs and all the lows?
Yeah, good question. I was approached by some people over in Australia, and I was actually quite tempted to give it a go there. I'll admit that. But I think as time went by, I started to realize that I wanted to go my own way and just, like you say, you take the highs and the lows, but you learn so much more. And I think I'd rather have like a slow growth than just all of a sudden be on a big stage. I'm not saying there's one way to do it if you want to do well in music. I just feel for me, the better choice has been just to do my own thing and go with it. And I've got a great team. I got my management and my PR team here in London, and we're just slowly working it instead.
And tell me a little bit about your Pledge project that you've got going on at the moment.
Oh yeah, thank you for bringing that up. So we are releasing an EP before my tour in September through the UK. So I'll be supporting Alexander Burke. I've just been told by my management I could disclose that.
Wow.
So yeah, it's awesome news. I'm super excited about it. If I don't sound excited, it's because I just woke up this morning.
She's been on the show before. She's really, really nice.
Yeah,
she's
amazing. Yeah. So yeah, with this pledge campaign, it's basically my fans or whoever wants to support, they can go to my pledge project, which we will post about it on social media, and then they can go there and support, and then they'll have a signed album, and we'll have some other deals as well that we're working on right now. But it's something that we're setting up right now. But but that will go towards getting the EP done for the tour.
And when you sent me your single last night, I gave it a listen, and I didn't expect the song to be like it was, and your voice to be. It was absolutely incredible. I even sent you an email afterwards. The response you're getting must be incredible because it's such a deep song. Your voice is amazing, and I really think it's going to do very well.
You're very kind. Thank you. It's the best. Yeah, I'll be honest. It's the best. When your fans, when they appreciate it, you never know what the response is going to be. But at the same time, you want to stay true to yourself. But if you can manage to get both, then you can't really wish for more. So it's really, really good. I'm very happy about it. Pleased about it.
And you're currently doing some UK tour dates at the moment, aren't you? Is it from tomorrow?
We're doing a couple of. I'm doing a couple of gigs around London mainly. It's more like low-key gigs, but then I'll be touring in China in August, and then we'll do the big tour with Alexander Burke in September.
So
Yeah.
how did that come about in regards to the tour in China? I mean, how did you become well known there, and how did that all come about?
It basically came about because my manager, his name is Luke Floriani, he has some contacts in Australia, and because he's an Australian himself from Alice Springs, the middle of nowhere in the middle of Australia. Sorry, going on a tangent here. And he knows, so his people in Australia know people in China. They listened to my music, liked it, and then they invited me over. And so, it's not that easy to get into the market, but we found a way in, and this is going to be my fourth tour over there. And they're super nice people, and, the people over there, they're loving the music from the Western side as well. And then I get to sometimes I collaborate with some Chinese artists as well, which is very cool and exciting at the same time, because I've been singing a couple of songs in Chinese, sometimes with Chinese artists as well. And I find that it's a lot easier just to sing the songs in Chinese than learning to speak Chinese, because you don't have to think about hitting the right note while you're speaking. Instead, you just remember a melody.
Now, Dan, when I interview a lot of people, I always ask them, who do you look up to? Who are your musical influences? Would you say you've got any? Is there anyone that when you record your music, you like to put a bit of that into your own songs?
There's so many. I would say as a bass, the one who got me into singing was Jack Johnson.
Wow.
He's an easy, laid back singer-songwriter from the States. But then when I start producing the songs, I might listen to songs that I think, the songs themselves that relate maybe lyrically and content-wise, and just to get that feel, maybe get a little bit of a current feel. I don't want to go too current, but it's a mix of a lot of things.
The new single, It Was Only Yesterday. What's the story behind that? So when it came to writing the song, did you use any of your personal life and putting it into the song? What's the story behind the song?
It's really simple, really. I wrote it, I think it was back in November that I wrote it, and I was just looking back on a memory from... It's a heartbreak song. I'll just say that right away. And just looking back on that memory when someone who you love decides to leave and sitting there feeling sorry for yourself. So I just wrote a song about that.
And what a good song it is as well. And I think it's going to do very well for you. And you said it's been played across radio stations all around the world.
Yeah, it has. It has, actually. It's been played in the States, in Canada, Scotland, here in England, a couple of radio stations around, and a little bit in Asia as well.
That must be pretty awkward for the person who the song's kind of based about. They're listening thinking, oh, this is about me. Awkward.
Hopefully it's all right.
Well, I'm looking forward to everything that you're doing. I mean, you're really working your way up as well. You're not taking any kind of easy routes. You're experiencing the whole aspect of becoming an artist. And the Pledge Project, I wish you the best of luck with that, and the tour especially. And hopefully there's some dates around the Gloucestershire area as well for the Alexandra Burke
love
tour.
to come over. Yeah, thank you so much, Lewis. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I appreciate your time.
And we're going to play the single on the show as well. And best of luck with it. And we'll hopefully get you back on the show again soon, nearer the tour. And we can have a chat about what you've been up to since then.